two look alike, both chatting in a mic. It's just talking, just talking. That's a sacred no platform. Catch your biases, title norm. It's just talking, just talking. So grab a drink and cheers to you for listening the whole way through. Like you promised it's just talking, just talking, just talking, just talking.
Today, we're getting down to the business.
To the things you don't want to admit.
To the things you don't want to even talk about. We're talking about vices today, which I have a few vices myself.
I have a couple. For sure. Cheese is number one.
Cheese?
That's my wholesome one. That's my one that's like, my vice is cheese, you know.
Really?
I love cheese. Don't even
No. I guess it makes sense. You do put it in a lot of things.
So do you.
Oh, I love cheese. I'm not saying it's not one of my vices. I'm not saying that at all. I'll go into the fridge and eat a handful of shredded cheese right from the fridge.
All three of us Ryans do it, our brother included. We will handfuls shredded cheese. Just, you'll know we were present if you see like just little strands on the counter or something.
Literally,
that was us.
If we have a bag of shredded cheese in the fridge, every time I go into the fridge, I will take a handful.
It's part of who we are.
Yeah.
Some things you can't have.
Yeah. Honestly, out of all the food vices to have, cheese isn't terrible.
No, it's really not. I'm not big on like, I don't eat a lot of fast food.
I don't like sweets really.
So, cheese is the culprit? Fine.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. But I will say...
Do your earrings, are they bows?
I knew you were going to bring it up. Yeah, they're bows.
Why did you think I would bring it up?
Because you'd be like, where did you get those?
Where did you get them?
So my boyfriend bought me a 24 pack of earrings, and these were in there.
Bows.
Bows. They're cute.
And they are cute.
Yeah.
They just threw you
for a loop. I know. I normally go for a hoop or whatever. I don't wear a lot of studs because I had plans on getting more piercings. But then, you know how things go. You forget. You don't have the money at the time. Whatever. So be it, right? So
whenever I've gotten a piercing, other than like my second one right here, it always gets infected.
I know, that's the other thing. So I gotta brace myself for that. So, anyways, I have all these studs and only 2 holes to put them in. What are you gonna do?
Only one at a time.
Yeah.
You only do one set at a time.
Anyways, so yeah, cheeses. I will say though, I'm not so addicted to cheeses that I'll eat any cheese.
That's definitely fair.
You know that. I mean.
Oh yeah, there are some cheeses that. But I think cheddar is really the one that I have a
hard time
giving up. Looking over.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like.
Sure you want more. You probably didn't get enough from that small straw.
I really didn't, honestly, because I started laughing. In terms of like a drink wise, like a non-alcoholic drink, I would say coffee. 100%.
Yes.
Coffee.
Yes.
We are addicted to caffeine. And you know what? I don't even care.
I don't even care. I'm not even mad about it.
I have no interest in getting off of coffee.
No.
None. You know, I see a lot of people that always, you know, they say things like, oh, I'm going to be caffeine free now. I'm not doing caffeine anymore. What were you like when you were on caffeine? That's what I want to know.
What was going on? Because I become normal, like functional.
Yeah.
When I've had caffeine. It's not as so, like when I have a cup of coffee, I now can do things.
Well, you know what I think? I think a lot of people, like everything else, they overdo it. Like, we consider it a vice because we have 1 to 2 cups a day and we have to have it.
Yeah.
We have to have it. Other people, they'll drink like 8 shots of espresso in a day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying some job environments I probably would too. I've been where I've like gone into the office for work and everything, and you know, we have these very long meetings. And I drink probably 4 cups of coffee.
When I worked in recruiting, in that office we had a Keurig, and it was great because I just went, picked out my flavors, did it like every half hour. I was drinking at least 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day.
Yeah.
It
Well,
gave me a break. I got to go into the break room for a minute,
Well,
see what's going on.
Yeah, well, and that's some of the things that a lot of these jobs, they don't give you an opportunity to get up, move around, nothing. So you're kind of like, I guess I'll go get a cup of coffee because I'm not going to go walk to the room, do a little 360,
Yeah,
and then come back.
I love coffee, man. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
it.
I love iced coffee. I love hot coffee. I love a pumpkin spice latte. So sue me.
It tastes good.
It's good.
It tastes
If
good.
you don't like the
It's okay.
If you don't like the PSL, you're a hater.
You are here.
You are.
God forbid they make something that a bunch of people look at and go, actually, we really like this.
Mhm.
And people aren't, upset. God forbid.
God forbid. You know, the one vice that I personally cannot stand that other people have, I hate smoking. I hate it.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes is a rough one. It's a rough one because it's like, if you don't do it, you really, for the most part, can't stand it. Just being honest.
Yeah,
It's like right in your space.
well. Also, I'm
It's-
allergic to tobacco,
Oh, well, there's that.
so that's a big thing. And I've been around it obviously at night in comedy and everything.
Sure.
I've been around it a lot, and then the next morning I wake up and I'm like, I think I have a sinus infection.
Well, the thing is that
Sucks.
I've dated people who smoked,
Same.
and it's like, with my experiences, it's not even as though they enjoy it. They're, for the most part, they've been trying to quit.
Yeah.
Trying to find something else, which is why like this Juul thing is like great or whatever, because then they don't have to smoke cigarettes all the time. But like, yeah, it's not as though even your clients are walking around going, "Hey, you should definitely try this."
Yeah. Now, I understand if you do it once in a blue moon. We have we all have friends that when they go out drinking and they've been drinking a lot, they smoke a cigarette, or it's some fancy type of cigar or whatever the hell. Oh, okay, cool.
Cigars are kind of fun.
Cigars, yeah, that's cute. That's kind of a niche thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, a cigarette. Also, the thing that really is crazy to me is how expensive they've gotten. They used to be like what, $4 a pack or something, $3 or $4.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day, but
like
now.
$10.
Yeah, I know. I saw a woman buying it the other day, and they were like $12, and I was like,
Jesus.
that is a money stealer right there.
Yeah.
But you know what? I obviously, we like to drink, we like to party. You know us, so I'm sure we've spent quite a bit on alcohol in our days.
You think?
Maybe, I don't know.
No, we absolutely have.
It's harder for that out here though. It's harder because it's so expensive to go out, do the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
You
It's
know.
harder out here. I mean, a lot of times, obviously with the coronavirus and everything, we're, drinking at home, partaking in that at home. And so that's a bit cheaper. But, yeah, when you go out in Los Angeles, it's like,
It's so expensive, it's not fun anymore.
right, you've taken the joy away from it.
Yeah.
I'm yawning.
I don't know. It's no longer a in Texas it felt like kind of like, okay, it's Friday, let's go out.
Yeah.
It's time to go out, it's time to have a great time. Now it's like do we need to do it?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you really need to do it.
Well, yeah,
because-
and on top of that, it also happens numerous nights of the week. It's not even just that people are going out on Fridays and Saturdays in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's constant here.
It's constant doing things, going to shows, doing whatever, having drinks here and there. So it's just different.
But there really aren't many bars quite like Texas bars here.
No.
Texas has found a way to master bars completely. In my opinion, it's the best bar scene, hands down. Period. Like
I agree.
Austin, even Fort Worth wasn't bad. Fort Worth was great.
Fort Worth was pretty fun. Dallas is super fun. Dallas has all types of, especially in all those little hubs and like different, parts of Dallas are just, the environment's totally different. Deep Ellum is fun as hell.
Yeah.
if you go into Uptown and you do that whole thing, that's fun too.
Honestly, if your goal in life is to just have fun and save money, move to Texas.
No kidding. Because, great, it's cheap, great food, great bar scene, great going out scene. There's shit to do all the time.
Yeah.
There's
There's a reason Texans are obsessed with Texas. And
That
a lot of
makes
people, a lot of people talk a lot of trash about Texas. And as someone who's lived there and have family that's from there and everything, I get it until you gotta go. And then you tell me what you think. And then it's honestly, it's a lot like when we were growing up, our parents were like, you're not gonna like, Vegas is disgusting, Vegas is disgusting. Vegas is my playground,
Vegas,
girl.
I will say, is a vice. Hey, I've been in a scenario before where at 3 p.m. that day, I decided to go to Vegas and I had to be at work the next morning. And I did that.
I love Las Vegas. I think it is so fun.
It's so fun. I'm sorry, but like it's only 4 hours away. I can make that logical no matter what.
Here's the other thing is that you can make it cheap.
You can make it cheap. Don't
trip.
be like, if you want to experience Vegas, you can do that without any money. Trust me, because we've done it. Okay?
We've done it.
I don't care if you're packing. See, this is how
Get a room with the Flamingo for $33.
Get a room with the Flamingo. Okay? It's not bad. It's fun. It's right on the strip. Don't act like you're better than anybody. You're not. Okay? On top of that, then, okay, you're gonna be like, you did this, and we're gonna be like, yeah. Get yourself some plastic bags. Make a little sandwich, peanut butter sandwich, put it in bags, that's your lunch. Stop spending money going out. To eat, specifically.
The food is never that good.
It's never that good. It's so expensive. You can make Vegas cheap if you're going for the right reasons, which are that you
want to make some cash. You want to make some cash. And you want to parade around a little drunk.
And you want to parade around, and you want to have a drink outside, and you want to walk around with
That's
a drink.
really the fun of it, is that you see all these people who are kind of crazy, people in costumes. It's funny.
It's entertaining.
fun.
Okay?
That's the problem. It's entertaining. It's entertaining.
That's a vice of ours. Anything that's entertaining.
We
we're so
love
glad.
it.
Please bring it forward.
We're honestly. You could.
I remember Kelly and I went to Vegas 2 years ago. I think it was was it last year?
What?
It was
With Andrew?
no 2009. Christmas 2018.
Yes.
Like 3 days after Christmas, Kelly and I decided to go to Las Vegas, and we went to this fine Italian
I don't know who we
restaurant.
thought we were.
Okay,
What did we share? Potatoes?
we got potatoes, and then we each got a different tapas. First of all, tapas. That whole idea should just be scrapped. Why?
Tapas is awful.
Stop it. Give me a whole meal.
Do you know what, if you come to the United States of America and you say, I'm going to open a tapas place, it better be in Los Angeles or New York where they like that fancy But at Las Vegas, you're getting people from all over the country who like to eat, sleep, and die. That's it.
I got this manicotti type thing, but it was stuffed with different types of meat.
Oh, yeah.
It was good, but it was also, I think, $21
for a tiny little tapas thing.
a plate that was this big. Do you know how much that pisses me off?
Yeah.
When I could have done my PB sandwich in a plastic Ziploc.
Yeah, we would have had a lot more fun if we had just done that. Yeah, that was a trip from hell, though.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. So, but other times that we've had a blast. We went with our brother.
That was last summer.
And I remember I got one of those frickin' 64-ounce pina coladas or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was on, girl. I was having a great time. It's
You don't know what you were on.
I was on rum. I was on the rum. No, in this household we really just go as far as hard liquor, if anything. We're
Yeah.
not. We are not.
No, we're good eggs.
Here's the thing about Los Angeles, and look, hey,
Y'all got
do
the
what you
vices.
do what you want, y'all. They do have their vices, girl. And let me tell you this right now: ain't nobody's vice Jesus, because they are
This city-
unhinged out here.
This city is godless.
It really is.
It
The
really
amount of
is.
people who have sat me down and said, "Well, this is a description between mushrooms and acid," is unreal.
I can't tell you how much I don't care. Like, I don't really. Whenever people, do you ever get people who try and explain drug stuff to you, and it's like, I don't really. I don't care. If I said to you, hey, I'm looking to try, what's the difference? That's one thing. But if somebody isn't asking you about drugs, you can assume they don't really care.
Yeah. I will say, if I'm like friends with them and they're telling me about it, I'll listen,
Sure.
and I'll be like,
but-
oh, well, what happened, whatever. But the amount of randos that'll really just start talking about it with you, and it's like, do I look like I sell?
Oh, God, one time I did acid, and when I did acid, this. I don't give a shit. You what? You saw shit when you did a drug that makes you see shit?
Say it ain't
Wow.
so. Say it ain't
Whoa.
so.
Holy moly.
Yeah. It's really not. It's in.
Sorry to hurt your feelings.
Well, no, and their counter argument is that like psychedelics aren't really.
That's fine.
What
I don't care what the reasoning is.
I don't care
just
either.
don't care in general. That's the thing. If you want to do it, fine. But talk to the friends who also do it about it. Because it's like me coming to you and being like, I'm going to tell you my exact recipe on how to make bagels. Why would I do that? You don't care.
Yeah, well,
Unless
and
you're trying to make them.
it's really the same thing for any vice. I mean, if I came up to somebody and I just said, "Oh, I was so hammered last night. Listen to how hammered I was," they would be like,
Yeah, people care.
I don't know why you're telling me this."
Like, you got drunk. People get drunk.
Now, if there's an insane story,
Yeah, if there's an insane story, then I do
Tell away.
hear it. But otherwise,
give it to yourself.
keep it.
Yeah, no, it's the scene out here, the drug scene is so big that it's like you just gotta stick to your guns about it and just say if you're not interested in doing it, I'm not interested, she's not interested. But you really have to stand firm in that, because I think a lot of people come out here a little wishy-washy on the topic, and then before you know it, they're doing cocaine all weekend.
Just say this. I mean, I personally don't. Here's the thing.
There's never been an essay on how doing cocaine got you the job. You know? I did cocaine with a guy, and now I'm employed. 40 hours a week.
You know, I'm sure that has happened.
I'm sure, of course.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'm sure out here, absolutely.
Yeah. Here's my thing. Here's my hot take on it. I personally don't want to die.
Yeah, it's scary, girl.
I don't really want to do that.
No, with
So-
some of these vices, you're really on edge.
So with the coke thing, you're really playing with fire. And I know that a lot of people are like, they're higher than 0. And so, if you don't know what is in the coke and you're doing it, you are you're putting
Taking an
yourself
unnecessary risk.
You're putting yourself at an unnecessary risk for what? Because you didn't want to say no?
My favorite is when
Or
they
because
go,
you want to be up until 6 a.m.?
why would you want to be up until 6 a.m.? Do you know there's stuff to do?
Are you not tired? I'm
Yeah.
tired, and I'm okay with that. I
Yeah.
want to go to bed.
Well,
I've seen enough.
my favorite thing is when people go, no, my guy, I trust my guy. Really?
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 I've put a lot of trust in people who aren't selling me drugs, and they have let me down. So,
What makes you think you know shit about shit? I feel like sometimes I'm explaining a very
But
simple
this
thing.
is like considered, like, you just don't because you haven't you haven't tried. I don't have to try something to know it's stupid. That's what I don't get. Why does everybody have to learn something the hard way to listen to what other people are saying about it?
I mean,
Why do you have to experience a friend or whoever
dying in
because
order
of
for you to
fentanyl,
go?
for you to go, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Read an article. Read a book. Read anything. Read a book. Jesus Christ. It's so hard to reason with people because every lifestyle right now is acceptable for some reason. And it's like, if all you do is drugs all day, you tell me how you contribute to society. And then you tell me, okay, why my taxes should go to you. I'm serious. I mean, how do you, I don't, look, we all know that the pieces of shit on Wall Street and all that stuff do coke. I've seen Wolf of Wall Street, okay. I've seen the movies. We know, okay.
People with a lot of money are doing a lot of cocaine. We're not even saying that.
We're saying, is nothing sacred anymore?
Well, and it's like you already have only $10 to your name. Do you really want to?
Yeah, earn the money first and then go do coke if you need to go do coke. At least you will die with a nice funeral versus people going, yeah, we had to put him out back behind the tree.
Why does each episode turns
So dark?
gnarly? Like
It's
it just turns.
Because we get pissed. We get
Yeah,
pissed
we
because
get pissed.
because we feel like, here's the problem. And now we can talk to you through here. But at a bar where we're trying to be civil with everybody, ugh, God, like, what the hell? Like, when you go out in the Northeast, you can have an honest, civil discussion.
That's so true.
But in LA, everybody has to get along 100% of the time. And the fact is that we don't like what a lot of people have to say. Ever.
We really don't.
And if you took a lot of the conversations that happen in Los Angeles bars and you put them in a bar in the Northeast, I guarantee you they would not go the same way.
No. They wouldn't.
You want to know why? Education, my friends. The education system. You know what one of my vices is? Books.
Education.
Education. Books. Pencil sharpeners.
I'm big on education. I'm big on it.
I used to get into this argument all the time with the next. Because he used to say that Californians are just as smart as New Yorkers. Ugh.
What is he smoking?
I'm like, okay, look.
Listen. There are smart people everywhere. That's not what is being said. What is being said is that the education system in the Northeast is very, very good. And in California, it's simply not as good. And
Well,
that's okay.
And
to
that's fine.
say.
I think that there are a lot of Californians who could beat me on any test.
Definitely.
Anything. I'm not saying
I'm not
I'm
saying
even
I'm
the
the
smartest
smartest
one. We're not. We're saying, look at, no one wants to ever look at the data.
Nobody wants to ever look at the data.
Oh my God, the feelings. Oh God.
I had an ex-boyfriend say to me one time.
I'm already annoyed.
I had
Go
an
ahead.
ex-boyfriend
I'm
say
already annoyed. Go ahead.
He says to me one time, he goes, yeah, if my kid doesn't want to go to school, he is not going to have to go to school. Because, like, I'm not going to... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There are so many people who would be so grateful for an education. A child of mine is going to school.
Keep going to school, you piece of shit.
Are you kidding me? There are so many people who would do anything to have a book in their hand and be able to learn. And you just don't want to go?
Privilege little assholes.
I swear to God, I could have dumped him right there. I could have dumped him right there.
Come on, sis, can you whisper to me? No way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't go to school. See what you do with your life, huh?
See what happens. But I mean,
See how much money you make. You don't finish freaking elementary school. What is he talking about?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like the dropout rate in California is much different than it is in Connecticut. Like where we went to school, in Connecticut, if you didn't finish, something was like wrong.
Yeah.
Something was wrong.
You don't
And
just
we grew
casually
up in a
not
very
finish.
privileged community. But you know, I went
It's
to
the same with Texas, though. A lot of people finish high school in Texas.
Yeah. I mean, but also, I mean, on top of that, I went to a high school that was from all different communities, and that was, I mean, well, I don't know if that really, but there was like only there was maybe one or two kids who did not finish.
Unless there is some type of medical thing or whatever, how the hell do you not finish high school? How the hell?
It's not that hard. Come on.
Apparently it is for
Come on.
some people.
Come on now.
I just, there's no
If
discipline.
you have certain things going on where you cannot finish high school and then you go get your GED or something like that, then, you know, of course it's different.
We're
And
talking about the
we're
people who
talking
say,
about people-
I don't want to go to school anymore, so I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. What?
I don't know. It
Yeah.
seems like such a
And no
quick...
kid of mine is going to look at me and say, I don't want to go and you're mean for making me go. I'm going to be like...
I
Well-
literally would be like, I don't know whose kid you are.
I don't know whose kid you are. Either you go or you
go.
go.
What are we talking
What
about?
are we talking about?
This isn't even a discussion. This isn't even a
This
discussion.
isn't even a conversation.
Like, if my kid
I'm
came
not
over to me
entertaining
and
this.
said, do I have to go to school? I'd look around and go, do I have to make money? Do I have to put a roof over your head?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are we even
Well,
discussing
so-and-so was
here?
bullying me. Well, give me the name and phone number, and I'm having a conversation with their mother, or, you know, we're gonna get you in some self-defense classes. But,
But you have to
why
learn.
not? You have to learn. You gotta go to school. Sorry.
Now, if my kid says to me, oh, you know, I'm not really big on the whole college thing, I'll go, okay, let's talk about it. Let's work around it.
That's a different thing.
But high school, it's so easy. It's so
free.
easy. It's free. You
It's
gotta go.
education. They're giving it to you.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah. So you want a new backpack?
I'll buy you a backpack.
Hey, look, we survived middle school, the rolly backpack and back braces, and we still win. What's your excuse?
Yeah, what's the problem? I don't think there was one time where we said to our parents, do we have to go?
Do we have to go? Okay, when you're born, you signed a thing that said, I'll go to school.
I'll go to school.
What is this? Want to be stupid the rest of your
honestly,
life?
I would love to go back to school.
Oh, yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to go. I would
Go
love
get
to
a-
have like 1 or 2 classes a week where I learn something.
Get a master's? Yeah.
You betcha.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I miss learning.
Yeah. But the problem is that a lot of people don't. A lot of people think that they're the smartest buckaroo in town.
You're not.
You're not. I got news for you. You're not.
Any more takes on vices?
No, we got annoyed. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We've had a great time.
Mm-hmm. Remember, if you do need any help with your advice or whatever, you can reach out to us.
Oh, you can absolutely reach out.
Yeah, we'll get you a situation.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We're very understanding. We've
Yeah.
got our own vices. I mean, you're talking to a girl who has her own vices. We're here for you.
Yeah, I've thrown up in some toilets.
Let it out. She did.
I have, yeah. But you know, I have a wheel. Yeah. Okay.
Instagram, this is Allie Ryan,
This is Kelly Ryan.
and we will see you next time. Thanks so much.
Bye.